5392 Seabiscuit Place is 395,000. 4811 Winding Lane is 358,000, and 2321 McMurray Drive is currently for sale for 365,000. Homes in Powder Springs are far less than some of the other suburbs of Metro Atlanta, so let's take a closer look at these houses and some other neighborhoods in Powder Springs, Georgia, where you can get a home below $400,000. Okay, so everybody pretty much knows that home prices in Atlanta are increasing quickly every year. In Powder Springs, just a few years ago, the average home price was like 250,000, maybe 300,000. Today, home prices in Powder Springs average closer to 400,000. So home prices are certainly increasing by a lot every year, and this makes it very difficult for a lot of people who are wanting to move to the Metro Atlanta area. But the thing about Powder Springs is that you don't have to break the bank like some of the other cities in Metro Atlanta. You're not paying an average of 500,000 like you would be in Atlanta, or 800,000 like you would in Alpharetta. Powder Springs has just as much of the amenities and community that you find in some of the other suburbs around Atlanta, but the average home price is far lower. If you're thinking about moving to Powder Springs, or you just want to know what it's like to live there, here is my phone number, my email address. You literally can call, text, or email me anytime. People call me all the time, text me every day asking me about what it's like to live in the metro area, and I love to help people make that move to the Metro Atlanta area. So I really don't mind if you call and ask me about any part of the Metro Atlanta area, but Powder Springs is certainly one of the more popular suburbs for people who are moving to the Atlanta area, and it's growing a lot. There are more and more people moving to Powder Springs every year, but Powder Springs hasn't quite reached the crazy high home prices that we've seen in some of the other suburbs. So right now, Powder Springs is in a sweet spot. You can get a 3-bed, 2-bath home for $350, which is not something you can do in many of the other suburbs of Atlanta. So Powder Springs is a great option for many people who are thinking about moving to the Metro Atlanta area. Before we take a look at some of the homes and neighborhoods in Powder Springs where you can get a house below 400,000, let's go over a quick market update of the housing market in Powder Springs. In June, the average amount of days that a home was on the market before going under contract in Powder Springs was 9 days. In July, it was 10 days. And in August, it's now 11 days. So slowly but surely, we're seeing less buyer competition in Powder Springs. And this is great for buyers who are considering buying a home in Powder Springs towards the end of 2023. Another thing we're seeing is that home prices have been slowly creeping up in Powder Springs for the last few months. But now, as we enter the fall and the winter time, naturally, we're going to see some of those home prices decrease, as the winter is kind of the slow season for real estate in any part of Metro Atlanta, but especially an area like Powder Springs that is kind of on the outskirts of Metro Atlanta. Okay, so here are some neighborhoods in Powder Springs where you can get homes below 400,000. This first neighborhood is DeFore's Farm. Most of the homes in this neighborhood were built between 2005 and 2010, and the average size home in this neighborhood is about 3,000 to 4,000 square feet. Most of the homes are on lot sizes that are about a quarter to half an acre, and the school district for this neighborhood is Powder Springs Elementary School, Cooper Middle School, and McEachern High School. The HOA for this neighborhood has a pool and tennis courts and playground, and it's about $475 for the year. One of the homes in this neighborhood that's currently for sale below 400,000 is 5392 Seabiscuit Place. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath home, and it's about 2,500 square feet, and it's built in 2007. This next neighborhood is Country Walk. Most of the homes in this neighborhood were built in the late 80s and early 90s, and the average home in this neighborhood is about 1,500 to 2,500 square feet. A lot of these houses have about a quarter of an acre to half an acre, and the school district for this neighborhood is Varner Elementary School, Tapp Middle School, and McEachern High School. This neighborhood also has an HOA with pool and tennis court, and it's about $600 a year. One home in this neighborhood that's currently for sale for far less than $400,000 is 4811 Winding Lane. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath home, about 1,600 square feet. It was built in 1988. It's on a quarter acre and they're only asking $358,000. So there's no question that you can get plenty home for your money in Powder Springs below $400,000. And that's really one of the biggest draws to the people who live in that area and are currently moving to Powder Springs. Okay, so let's say you find a home in Powder Springs. It's your dream home. It's $400,000. How much will your monthly mortgage be on a $400,000 home in Powder Springs? Well, a big factor for that is going to be the amount you put down as a down payment. The minimum down payment is typically about 3.5%. So on a $400,000 home with a 3.5% down payment, that would be $14,000 for the down payment. The interest rate would be about 6.8%. Your PMI would be $318 per month, which would make your monthly mortgage payment $3,326. On the other hand, if you put a 20% down payment on a $400,000 home, that's $80,000 for the down payment. Interest rate again would be about 6.8%. You would not have to pay PMI, so your total monthly mortgage payment would come out to $2,578. So certainly a big difference between putting a 20% down payment and a 3.5% down payment. I know that's very difficult for a lot of people to put down a 20% down payment. That's really a big ask, especially in this economy and the way that home prices continue to increase every year. It's really like the people who are selling a home who have lots of equity. It's those people who are putting down 20%. 3.5% down payment is totally normal and totally doable for many people. Okay, here is one of my favorite neighborhoods for homes below $400,000 in Powder Springs. Macklin Forest, which is off of Macklin Road, has many homes below $400,000. The average age for the houses in this neighborhood is about 20 years old, and most of the homes in this neighborhood are between 2,500 and 3,000 square feet. The average lot size in this neighborhood is about a quarter to half an acre, and the school district for this neighborhood is Dowell Elementary School, Loving Good Middle School, and Hillgrove High School, and I believe Hillgrove High School is a 9 out of 10. The HOA here has a pool and tennis courts, and one of the homes that's currently for sale in this neighborhood is 2321 McMurray Drive. It's a 3-bed, 3-bath home, 2,300 square feet, built in 1997, and they're only asking $365,000. So Powder Springs is a great option for finding a community and a neighborhood where you're not having to overpay for homes. And it's really one of the best suburbs in all of Metro Atlanta. But the thing is that there are some downsides to Powder Springs, and some of these things could be deal breakers for some people. So if you want to know a full list of pros and cons of living in Powder Springs, check out this video. I'll see you there.